I mean, and I mean this completely from my heart, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of the women who made my dream possible and how much I appreciate that. And it gets me emotional every time I think about it, but I think about them every day. I look at my children, I'm reminded of how lucky I am and what an incredible gift being a parent is. Coming back here is a really big deal and a big journey for us and a big adventure for us. They had questions about where does the egg come from, where does the sperm come from. My daughter from age 5 was asking me what sperm looked like because she's curious. And today we actually saw so much in the clinic that I hope that they will remember. This will be one of the memories that they have when they grow up, that they saw, that Daisy saw where she was created, where she was made. Always deep down I wanted to be a mum. Maybe I didn't rush into it. I was happy just growing up, and then I think when I got into my 30s I realised that I really wanted to start a family. And then it just occurred to me that it might not be possible, because we'd been together for so many years and it hadn't happened for us naturally. We were, I think at the point that I started my fertility journey, I was in my early 40s, which is quite late, but I kept optimistic and hopeful, but it wasn't to be, and we had quite a few attempts at IVF and it wasn't working. And I think on my 3rd attempt I was told that our chances of me getting pregnant was a 2%, and although I'm a very optimistic person, I knew that 2% was not a good outlook. We then just looked at options around egg donation. It wasn't a big shock to them, because from a very early age we talked about the fact that a lady helped mummy to have a baby, and they're very proud of it. I think that they know how, and we are very keen to tell them how much we wanted them and how desired they were as children. If you just process that somebody has donated an egg, but that actually you're going to nurture that embryo, you're going to carry that embryo. I was bonding massively with my babies while I was pregnant. When I first looked at Daisy, and then again when I looked at Toby when they were born, they were absolutely bonded to me without hesitation. I could never have imagined, always wanting to be a parent, I could never have imagined the absolute joy of being a mum. It's the best job in the world. It's the best job in the world. And I knew I'd be okay if I didn't have children, but I wanted it really. I really wanted to be a parent. And how lucky am I that we got our dream. But when I became pregnant, I wrote to Ivy and said, please, I know you can't, obviously you can't send this directly necessarily, but please just say thank you to all the women who are generous enough in their minds and in their kind of spirit to go through that process, because egg donation it's a big deal. I'll never ever be able to express how much I appreciate what everybody at Ivy did to make the experience as it was, because when you're on an IVF journey, the thing that you need more than anything else is hope. You need hope, and you need to feel positive, and you need to have self-care, and you need to be surrounded by people who understand, and I had that here. I just don't want people to give up without giving them false hope. I'd nearly given up. I'd do it all again, but it was quite a struggle sometimes. So having hope is the most kind of, I think if you can stay positive, it can help. It can really help you kind of, with whatever happens to you next. I'd almost come to terms with never being a mum, but there was just this little bit of me that that just wanted it so badly.